Folks, welcome. We're going through intros here of Game 3, Day 1 of pool play in the ACHA Division II Women's National Championship Tournament. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear the public address announcer, then I will take over for you to get this game underway between the Iowa State Cyclones and the University at Buffalo Bulls. Alrighty, so happy you can join us here for the continuation of the ACHA Division II Women's Tournament. We're getting pool play underway today. It'll go today, tomorrow, and Friday. Saturday, the national semifinals, and Sunday, the national championship. I'm Thomas Biondo, excited to bring you this one here. We've already had a couple of good games here in Frisco, Texas today, and we're looking to bring you two more as the Bulls and the Cyclones go at it. The Bulls come into this one 16-1-1 on the year. They score 6.2 per game, give up only one. Gives you an idea of how good they are both offensively and defensively. Expect to hear the name Madeline Norton a lot. 46 goals, 16 assists, 62 points on the year. Meanwhile, the Cyclones from Iowa State, they got to where they got with a pretty murderer's row schedule, but they are here in this tournament. They come in just a hair over 500, and the names you're going to listen for. Cameron Crawford, 13 goals, 9 assists on the year. She's the only player with 20-plus points, so we will see if that's a factor, if they're able to hold up with this Bulls high-flying offense. The two teams are coming to center ice here. As you can see, and it's just about time to drop the puck. Referee at center ice. They join him. Takes one last check to make sure the goalies are good to go. Always a smart call. And now we settle in. And we are underway in Game 3 of Day 1 of pool play. Game 3 on this rink, believe it or not. We have another rink right next door. They are also starting pool play today. So a full house of pool play action here as the Division II Women's Tournament gets underway, and it starts with the Iowa State Cyclones having the first control of the puck. It's going to roll out to center ice, and they're just going to go ahead and jam it right back into the offensive zone. Good, smart play there. If they can keep it at center, go ahead and get it deep and go to work. The Bulls now get it to the line, not out. Got to make sure you get that puck out to center. Now they do. Maybe odd man rush, but the Cyclones are able to get over and clear it out of the way. Puck's going to work its way up to the near side wall. That's where it's going to be controlled by number 33, Spuliecki. Now Iowa State will try to clear it far side. It gets to the line. Nice read. It was intercepted as it wasn't get out. You can't commit turnovers. And here comes all 4'11" of number 2 in red, Mulcrone.
Mulcrone in. Mulcrone a shot. The save was made on a good rush by Mulcrone. Now we go in there, that long bomb stretch pass. That's going to be a race that is won by Victoria Smith, and we'll move this on down to an offensive zone face-off for the Cyclones.
As we said, Minot State already has skeeted off victorious today, as has Northeastern with a thrilling comeback and overtime victory. And this is game 3 here. Assiniboine Community College also has a win today in the rink next door, and I believe Adrian is up in their game. So just to give you an idea of how this D2 women's tournament's starting out. And an early power play is coming up now. It's going to be for the Bulls. Centering pass through the middle. Didn't connect, but still, they will get an early power play chance here. We are just a minute 39 into this one. Penalty is going to be interference. Missed the number of the jersey, but what's important here is that it will be a Bull power play. Off the draw, the Bulls get it back to the point. Now they look to step into one, and that one got the backboards on a shot, and it ended up going up and out of play. We'll do it again here, still in the offensive zone. Near side, left wing circle. Buffalo with a grand opportunity to go ahead, strike first, see if they can't get going in this one. They again win the faceoff. Shot on, it actually didn't get on. Good block there, and some dogged work on the penalty kill. That's by number 5 in red. That's Lunders doing the job there. Buffalo again brings it in over the line. This is coming down the left wing side and now cutting to the middle. Handing it off onto the right wing. There's a point shot deflected in front, and it's going to be cleared to the line but not out. Good keep there. Remember that play if they can get something going offensively. Sharp angle shot, and a save was made. Big stop right there, and we will have an offensive zone faceoff following the penalty kill. As up to the task on that one was Abigail Hatcher for the Cyclones. Again, Bulls win another faceoff so they can go to work on the power play. They send it over. Lefty coming down the line. That shot blocked. It was released and let go by Norton. And Norton actually, that forward we mentioned just a moment ago, the outstanding numbers that she has put up so far this season. They play her at the point on the power play. Usually you'll see that now. Top flight forwards playing the point. A lot of times it gives them room to find where they want to be, maybe walk down the wall with an opportunity. And as we saw right there, she was coming in point blank range for a chance. Buffalo continues on the power play. Norton couldn't handle this one though, and she's got to go back to center ice to retreat. A little bit of a saucer pass up ice. That didn't work, and Iowa State will now gain the board, gain the line. It was taken by Latour. And now it's just backhanded in by the Bills as they need by the Bulls. I knew the Buffalo Bills, it was coming. I made it a good 3 minutes without doing it, but I knew it was coming. The Bulls, I should say, get it deep and now they'll come back. Looking for a way to bring it up is Norton. She's still out there as the second wave continues down to the final 17 of the power play. A little bit of a push off there by Norton, and she's got it again. Buffalo will take a look now. Can they press one more time? They look. They carry through, weaving her way right in. Norton all the way in, left wing. Let the shot go, and the Cyclones up to the task on saving that one. That's sent on through and angled into the far side corner. Good job getting in the middle of things for the Cyclones. That was number 6, McCluskey. I'll rush back now as Iowa State looks for the opportunity, and that was blocked. Check that, it was not McCluskey, it was 6 the other way. Puck to the corner it goes. Played around even further. Now Buffalo looks to kick it on out to center. They've had control, but a lot of that due to the power play that they had early. Kemp hands it off.
And they tried to wind up, it was taken. That pass never found Haley Williams. There's a shot and an easy save as Latour let it go. And a glove save keeps us all locked up at 1. Puck is going to be played in from the blue line. Circled around and then played into the near side corner as Iowa State looks to continue to make the moves here. Good job keeping it in by by the number 14 in white. There's a chance and a rebound chance. It's loose. Then it's in. They score! Smith never could find it. The original chance by Perko got through. And Buffalo will strike first in this one. A mad scramble in front of the net. And at the 4-minute and 46-second mark, we get a goal for BU. We'll wait for the official call. But it's going to be a good goal as they had gotten to the netminder and were able to just keep pounding away at it and get it in. Face-off is won by ISU in the next chance. Played on up the far side boards, looking to jump into the play, and they do. As it's buried out, now dug out by the Cyclones. They'll look to dance on through. Nice little cut on there, and that shot hit the backboards by Reeves. Buffalo kind of played a little, you got it, I take it, but it's handled there and brought back by Mulcrone, helped clear it out. And now the Bulls bring it on in. Bannister reverses flow for the Bulls. Puck's gonna bounce to the line. It gets to Norton. That's kicked out to center and a save was made, or kicked out to center off a shin pad on a block shot, but Buffalo again retreats to it. Sent ahead, poked off, good play at center, and now they look to get going on the offensive. Here they come, in over the line at Stevenson. Stevenson got run out here, and it's gonna be an early power play opportunity as Stevenson took an awkward fall, checking the shoulder, but Buffalo got an early power play and then took advantage of it. They didn't score on it, but they started to flip momentum to their way, and now, same thing coming up. Yeah, I'm good, I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry about that, I had the camera stuck on one side. Got to fix that and keep up with us here. One-man band here. Thomas Biondo still thrilled to be with you as the ACHA Network broadcasting the ACHA men's and women's national tournaments. Men's D1 and D2 finished up yesterday. The women take over Frisco for the rest of the weekend while the D3 men's also wrap up. The penalty was to number 15 for the home team, or the team that's marked as the home team, Bots. And it's now in the offensive zone. Can the Cyclones do anything with it now? They turn to the middle. Nice little drop pass. They look to hand it on. Heading in deep to make a play, and it's pushed around further. As though Iowa State wants to go to work below the boards as Launders put it there, but it's just going to be snapped out to center and down the ice. Bulls will apply a little forecheck pressure here. That's a smart play. I like that. Ms. McCluskey forces it. Kills more time off the man advantage. That now sees 55 remain on the player advantage, I should say. A ball is dumped into the corner, but again, more time coming off the clock as Hunji comes over and makes the play, and it's forced in once again. Buffalo really doing a nice job pinning the Cyclones back. And there's a puck found at center and ripped back down the ice. Only 30 to go in the man advantage. Into the far side corner. Time for a breakout. That was red. Good play to read it by Norton, but it ends up being taken as she had to wait because of the delayed offside, and there's a shot right on. And a save is made as Cameron Crawford let it go with just 14 remaining in the power play. Iowa State goes to work on the power play. Buffalo sure to clear it right back down the ice and force them to go chase. They won't have time for any more rushes. The penalty box is free. D2D passing. Iowa State still looking to see. Now, can they gain the momentum like the Bulls did after they got their power play? Again, they didn't score the power play goal. A little bit of a collision back behind the play. They didn't score on their power play, but the Bulls would score shortly after. And that's big. Carryover momentum from a power play. Prime example, here's a 2-on-2 over the line. Iowa State kind of crunched out. Referees are kind of letting a little bit of body contact go. This is the most, I don't want to say physical, that may be too strong of a word, but this is the most bumping and kind of cutting off and riding down we've seen so far in the first week or the first day of this tournament, at least on this rink. That's probably more collisions that were questionable in this one than in the first two, as we get another Iowa State player going down. Puck just rolling in the slot, and the Cyclones are going to play it ahead. It's carried on, and they bring it in over the line. And that's going to be, again, fired on. And we've seen that a couple times. It looks like we got a shooter here. As not turning down the opportunity is the aforementioned Cameron Crawford. Point shot there, that got through, and a save was made. Rebound side of the cage, and it never found its way on goal. That's going to be sent on through the crease and comes on over to the near side. Now it's played on back to the point. There's a Cyclone shot that got blocked on the way through. Good job, though, getting that one towards the cage, at least getting it on goal, forcing a play to be made, as that was done by number 18, Kemp. Kemp was drifting back, but Iowa State was able to maintain the line as we approached the first media timeout of this one. Now Buffalo looks to go back on the offensive. They gained the line, and that shot, I think, was blocked. It was released by McCluskey, but the save was handled for Iowa State by their netminder Hatcher. Quick changes here. Buffalo settling in for the faceoff against the Cyclones. Offensive zone draw. It's going to be one on back. Shot thrown towards the cage, and that got kicked away. Looked like Pofi let that one go. Now side of the net, look out, move with room to move in front. A shot saving the rebound, banging away at it. As that was Alexis Peters with the power move out of the corner. And she had a really good chance of making this a 2-0 game. There's a shot that didn't get through. Second shot just kind of pushed towards the cage, but now Iowa State comes back. They will look to get it going up ice. They get it as far as center, no further. Now it's going to be rolled on in. Tied up along the boards. It was kicked ahead by number 14, Hudson. Pushed below the goal line, giving chase is Larson. Bull's able to reverse flow, though. They'll look to clear the zone. They'll get it as far as the line, and good job keeping the line and getting it right back in deep by Mulcrony, 5'2". And that might be generous. Maybe that's on skates. The Bulls clear the zone now, finally, and back to get it will be Reeve. Reeve, long stretch pass, finds its mark to Williams. Then it's turned over, a chance. And a save was made on that one. And with that, we're going to go ahead and step aside, take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll continue on with the rest of period number 1.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Frisco, Texas, in the continuation of the women's D2 National Tournament. We are in pool play. This is day one, and there's a shot by the Buffalo Bulls defenseman woman that didn't get through, and now Iowa State and the Cyclones will look to pull back. They gain the line. There's a long shot, and a save was made, and the rebound's going to bounce away and end up going off into the corner. Nice stop there by Van Houten. To center ice we go. Iowa State able to get a steal and just dump it over to the near side. They look to gain the line. Chipping it in further that was 16 in red. That was Haley Williams. Buffalo, good little breakout here. They will gain the red, but could not gain the zone easily, but good follow-up there as it's taken in the corner. Now they move to the middle. Good collapse defensively and a rising backhand shot. All that work really started with the good work by Bannister. She'll get back to her defensive position, or she's drifting off for a break. Either way, she's earned it after that last rush. Grabbing the puck, pulling it in is Lunders. Here comes Lunders, looking for room. Trying to get by on the right wing side. Still got the wheels going. Lunders now down below the goal line. Looking to wrap, throws it in front and hit the side of the cage, but you know what? She's able to grab that again. Wanted to center again, that doesn't connect. Puck bouncing around up in air. And a little bit of a collision there. That one I think was okay because they both braced for themselves. And Stevenson made the majority of the contact, and the Bulls have it. They will look to bring it out. Good read at center ice by Iowa State to knock it right back in. 8 minutes to go, period one. Iowa State trails, but they're coming back looking for more. Mulcroney, we're looking for some in the first place, I guess would be the best way to say it. Mulcroney all the way around. Got it back to the point. Gets it backside of the cage. She'll get help down low. That hit off the Buffalo goalie, and then a one-timer, nearly a redirection from the side of the net. That would not go. Puck to the far side shortboards, and now the Bulls will look to break out. Here comes Buffalo. Well, they at least got it as far as center. They could get it no further. And the Cyclones are going to bring it back, carrying it on through, but Larson couldn't get all the way through with the puck, so it's going to be McCluskey carrying it in. She got run off, collapsed out there, dropped the stick, and this might give the Cyclones an opportunity. It comes near side, just unable to handle it. It was too hot for to be handled, I should say. As we get another collision, as I believe that was Haley Williams again in the middle of things. But now Iowa State has room, brings it in, right-hand side. That shot missed the post by a good foot or so by Crawford. And Buffalo now going to be able to carry it right on back with speed again. Everything Buffalo's kind of done in this game has been with speed. But that's going to roll on goal, and the save is going to be made by Hatcher. 6:44 on the first period clock. The Bulls are on top 1-0. They lead the shot game by a total of 6-3. And there's a shot, scores! A face-off win and a drive. Saplecki let it go, and I don't know if she's going to get credit for it or not, but it is going to be a 2-0 Bulls lead.
And that play offside as the Cyclones try to bring it back in. And the faceoff will come back to center ice. The Cyclones win the draw, and they will now move it back up ice. Or excuse me, the Bulls do win the draw and move it back up ice. It gets pushed back out to center, though. It's lost in the skates of Botts. And carried back in, though. With a little time and space, a shot and a save was made as Norton let it go. But with 6:18 to go in a 2-0 lead now, the Bulls forcing the play there. Off the draw, controlled. Yep. Tried to get the assist on that goal. We take a look at the roster here. It sounds like this Talty will get the assist on the goal. Puck to the point, turn and shot, and that went wide. As Iowa State, they'd love to get one here before the intermission if they can. Play it on up, left wing side. Full speed ahead, coming down the wing there was Latour. She'll go ahead and chip it in. Going into the far side corner to grab it is Reeve. Reeve wants to play it up. They get it as far as the line. It was behind all the Bulls. They didn't know it was there, and that's going to give an opportunity to the Cyclones to gain the line. Haley Williams helping out behind the play, and now she'll go off on a change as the Bulls look to advance. Both these teams pretty good speed here so far. As that's backhanded further and just to the line. Mulcrony. She'll shoot it in, peel off for a change. Back to get it. The Bulls have it behind their cage. They were skating into trouble, though, as Percio had cut off that wall, but it does still get out to center on a good play there, and it's sent back in. Iowa State now working to the wide side. Copeland looking to move in. Or excuse me, that's 5 on the other side. Crawford, I beg your pardon. Puck clear to the line, or they tried to be a drop pass that ended up being taken away at the line, and Madison Kemp couldn't get it forward. Lead feed finds its mark. Actually, it missed its mark as it looked like ready to grab it was number 4 in Blue Smith, but it just ended up rolling out of her reach. Collision along the near side blue line, and Iowa State's going to knock it back into their own end and look to get it going. Collision into the corner. Now winding it up and bringing it out is Iowa State. Gaining the line and pushing it in further is going to be Crawford. She couldn't get it deep on first attempt, and then it was taken away by Fiola. Pool cued ahead and moved back now by the Buffs. It's a lead feed and carried on. Long shot there, and a nice kick save was made. And the rebound shot, that was a slap pass, as that was all created by Norton. She's been dangerous in this one, as you'd expect. Now along the far side board, it's Botts put into the wall to a side doing battle with 3:36 to go in the opening period. Puck's going to carry him on out to center and down. Looking to circle is Suplecki. Lead feed finally found its mark, and it's going to be carried in by Talty. Talty still on the puck. Finally, Iowa State's able to take it away. Can the Cyclones get going? Lead feed is deflected down, pushed ahead, and moved on. Here is Larson coming in. Larson moving in over the line on the right wing side. Couldn't find the puck, and now 4 Bulls surround her. It's a 3-on-4 match for the, it was a 3-on-2 match in favor of the Bulls, and as you'd expect, they win it and bring it out to center. That was poked away from Norton, and now it's brought in by Larson. Larson's got it, a shot, and that's going to go off into the corner. Never really found its way towards towards the netminder, Van Houten on goal. Van Houten, I beg your pardon, on goal. Now the break back and a shot and a save, and the rebound was pushed right on through and out the other side. Norton had that opportunity. Norton and Botts battling in the corner. Aubriana Larson doing work in there for Iowa State. It comes out to the Bulls, a chance save, and the rebound is cleared away in Iowa State. Much needed clear coming up here.
They find a lead feed and bring it in as Husky. Husky just tried to sweep it towards the cage. It got blocked, and the Bulls now played up ahead. 3 fresh Cyclones are over the wall, though. They might be able to press if they can get some offense going. They do bring it in over the line. Nice little move there, but taking no chances is Van Houten, and she will hold. And with 1:58 to go, a face-off is upcoming. Face-off here. Bulls trying to clear it out, 1:48 to go. Bulls going up, left wing side. They look to gain the line. McCluskey tried to bring it in over the line. She got rubbed out for her troubles as two aside do battle along the near side wall. That's going to be banged around the bottom of the boards. Rebound's going to carry them out to center due to the Cyclones making an outlet. And out works right in front of us, and just turning and firing it in was Pofi. Didn't get deep though. Turning the other way is Hunji. And it was offside, and the face-off will be right in front of us at center. Shots have kind of separated to 15-7. Score is 2-0. Face-off will be right in front of the Bulls bench. They're short by 1 on the Cyclone side of the line, so they got to come on in. And because of the delay, they'll have to get kicked out of the face-off. But the draw is won by the Cyclones. The Bulls in possession. Swinging and backhanding it in was Fiola. Trying to get in Peters. She's crunched out. Good play. And by crunched, I mean more or less canceled out. She wanted to lower the shoulder and get to the front of the net. And they just said no. Now the Bulls want to center on the far side. That doesn't work. They turn back and throw it in front. That was deflected away by the netminder. Victoria Smith, that is 4 on the other side. Morgan Launders looking to clear the zone, and she will. A little bit of a couple more bodies come together back behind this plate. There's a shot, and that didn't really miss by much, but Van Houten was able to make the play. Might have grazed off her blocker into the final 26 seconds of the period. Looking to get wide as Bannister. Lowers the shoulder, wants to cut in, now goes around the cage, creates some room, drops it on back, fresh off the bench is Spelunky. There's a shot, a pass and a save and a rebound, they score! That all came about by Spelunky, keeping the puck in and getting the point shot. That's where it started, and it would finish on the other end. And at 19:49 of period number 1, Buffalo gets a big late goal as they will lead 3-0. Well, they say 12. They say 12 from 40, or 12 from 20. But honestly, it was the Spelunky shot. Maybe it was because it was controlled or tipped by the netminder, but it might have been the Spelunky shot that got him. And there's a riser that gets the board, and that is how it'll end. A 19-8 outburst for shots as Buffalo and Iowa State, I should say, were really close early in this game. But I feel like Buffalo turned it on, hit another gear late in period number 1, and they capitalized a couple times, and they will skate off with a 3-1 lead, with a 3-0 lead, with 20 in the books. Folks, we're going to step aside when we come back. Second period action coming up from Frisco, Texas, and the ACHA Network's coverage of the ACHA Women's Division II National Championship. two teams are returning to the ice to get ready to start period number 2. Buffalo with a late goal to add to their lead, and they now have a 3-0 lead. That's kind of those remember this moments goal. Usually those late goals in a period are just absolutely backbreakers, and so can Iowa State come back and press and be able to get themselves back into this game? That's really what's got to be the issue here on the Iowa State bench. I think on the other end, it's pretty simple. Just keep playing your game. If you're on the Buffalo bench, you guys had a really good first period. Ladies, just keep on doing what you're doing, and we're going to be just fine. So we'll see how it all boils down as the two teams come out onto the ice to start period number 2. I'm moving us along a little faster than I need to. Again, two teams still just, it's funny, I always find that little kind of interesting about both sides, both the men's and the women's team. You come out, you're in the locker room the whole time, you come out of the locker room, and then you jump right into a group meeting at the bench. Well, what did you talk about in the locker room? But, hey, that's why I've never played, right? I leave the questions to the important people, as that's chipped in, and it didn't get deep, and Buffalo has to retreat at center ice. They will try again. That was fanned on, so it didn't get deep. But now on second effort, it's turning, and Iowa State will be moving in. To the line, it doesn't get out. Good keep there. Sent in diagonally to the near side corner. Iowa State able to come up with it. Now they will look to bring it back up ice the other way. 3 of them come up over the line. Left wing side. Trying to get to the front of the net, rolled off a stick, and it's going to be controlled by number 12 in blue. Do I have a 12 in blue? This is, sometimes will happen every now and again. Yeah, that's Bannister. See, now Bannister's 11 on my roster, I tell you. The fun. Back on the ranch, though, the two teams have a clear out by Iowa State as it just is held in at the line. Second opportunity, they nearly pushed it out to center. And on a third opportunity, they're going to backhand it in as it was held there by Spilecki. Puck works its way over to the near side corner. Now they work in a backhand shot there. That missed wide off the stick of Norton. Again, Norton, big shooter in this game, 46 goals in 18 games played. Puck's going to be nearly chipped out to center. Doesn't quite get out, and Iowa State's got to turn back now. And see if they can find some offense here. They're going to at least clear the zone. Gain the red and now blue. But they had to change, period of the long change, so they needed the clear just to get the fresh bodies on. They couldn't follow up on the forecheck, and now they got to chase back as Larson has it. Lead pass went through everybody. Look out here. Could be numbers. Iowa State bringing it in over the line. They drop it off, moving to the middle. A rising shot got the glass off the stick of Husky. Larson tries to keep control of it. They move it on up, right side. Now carried on through. That's shot in, and it's going to be held there. Puck to the corner. Face-off coming up. Shot in, save made, and that's a big stop to keep this a 3-goal spread. If Iowa State gets into this, you get the feeling that the next goal, they got to get it. There's a shot and a save, and it's held. And the faceoff's going to be in the offensive zone still as Buffalo continues to, they're kind of opening up a shooting gallery. At one point, I believe shots were 10-6. They're 12-2 since then. So you can tell Buffalo flexing some muscle. Near turnover there at center. And that's going to be shot out of play. And a choppy start to this second period continues. Buffalo went 16-1-1 on the year. Their one loss was to Mercyhurst, who's playing in this tournament. Their one tie was to Liberty. It tells you, pretty good squad when you're going 16, 1-1 throughout the course of a season. To the far side boards it goes. Iowa State trying to get the offense going. They will move through center on a 3-on-2. They gain speed over the line. They move in on a backhand chance. That just came out the other side with a good opportunity. 21, there's a shot on 21. She has a real name, and that name is Reeve, who let it go. Another shot, and that slithers wide. Iowa State starting to warm to the task. Got to get one here if they can. Turning back, looking to regain control is Haley Williams. She cannot, the Bulls will get it as far as center, and that's just going to be spiked on in. Held now, while teed up more is probably the better choice of words, by the netminder Van Houten. But Iowa State's able to recover, carry it back in, but now the Bulls are going to be able to break. And they chip it off the glass. Good job using that center glass to be able to chip it in, but it didn't get deep off the stick of Talty. She has an assist in this one. Now coming right down Broadway. Look at this move, and just checked off, and then an easy save on a backhand as it was grabbed there off the shot by, I believe it was Norton again. Off the draw, centering pass came all the way through to the other side. Puck's gonna be pushed in. And a shot there, a one-timer and a big stop. A couple of big stops as Buffalo nearly put this one away, but Hatcher kept it. What a series of stops there by Hatcher. That's going to be sent in. And a follow-up play there by Spilicki. Tip to the boards, puck in the middle, and that got cleared away. Buffalo nearly came down, made a play on that one. Puck flipped to the line. Sent right back in on a nice keep there by the Bulls defense. Works its way around to the near side. Back to the point it goes, Spilicki again on it. Turning in the slot. It's laid on back to Spilicki a third time, but that pass by McCluskey didn't get all the way through. But Spilicki will force it back in. Buffalo needing to tag up to get onside with 15:05 to go here in period number 2. That long bound pass doesn't quite connect. And a busy shift here by Spilicki as she goes behind the net to make a play on it. It gets as far as the short boards where turning is Latour. Latour with speed, left wing side, coming down the wall. Throws the brakes on, wanted to spin and center it. That didn't connect. Mulcrone now turns. This could be a 2-on-1 if the Cyclones hurry. They got a chance to the outside, and the centering pass was caught by the one Bull back defensively, and now it's a 2-on-2. Helter-skelter action as we go in. That shot's going to be tipped in and played around. Bulls just going to go complete their change and try to get to the offensive while on it. Puck to the corner it goes. Quick little pass back, and they will wind up. They will gain the line with speed, and a shot on is saved, and it will also be held, and we will get a whistle as Van Houten will hold, I beg your pardon. Face-off was held in for a minute. No, tripping penalties upcoming. Unless there's a goal scored here. Look out, they move in 2-on-1 across. Oh, and a great stop was made. Norton had it on her stick, on her forehand. It's going to be a penalty, but a good job making that stop. So it's a tripping call. Coming at 6:02, tripping to be the call. And Iowa State used number 2. That's played across. They come on down the line, and that shot went over the net. Rebound thrown in front, and it nearly caromed in off a couple of skates. That's going to roll just wide on a one-timer attempt. Great start by the Bulls on their power play. They work it on the outside of the circle. Played across, a drive. That's redirected up high into the air and will go down behind the cage. They walk the line looking to move in. There's time and space. A rising shot by Peters, but that got handled by the netminder. Getting stronger. Looking good here, trying to keep this one close, doing everything in her power, is the netminder, Abigail Hatcher. Face off back to the point. They take a look. Now they'll walk the line, moving to the middle. That shot redirected twice on the way through. And that opportunity by Peters and company wouldn't go. Sharp angle shot and another opportunity. And this one is by by Buffalo. Really, really getting to the attack here now. Face-offs won. Buffalo, one of the reasons Buffalo's been so good at keeping onto this puck, their face-offs have been outstanding as they won another one. Clear out there was intercepted. Slammed back into the corner by Peters. Puck into the middle, it's up in the air, and a blocker save kept that one out. Now it's played across, just unable to handle it cleanly for one time. It was Norton. Norton now gonna come on down the wing, and that's put into the midsection of the netminder, and Hatcher's got that one too. Boy, they are really letting them fly, but you're seeing good save after good stop. Another offensive zone faceoff. Believe it or not, all these opportunities, and there's still 40 to go on the power play, and now it gets cleared down the ice, and the Bulls will have to chase back. Smooth play out of their zone. Smooth play into the offensive zone. They gain the line, a shot save. Rebound, Karam's off. And it's going to end up into the corner, spinning under traffic and looking now to make a play out of the Bulls, and another shot and another stop. Shots have jumped to 32-10. Boy, they're coming at all times now. The floodgates are open, and they're trying to get responsible for keeping the dam closed as Abigail Hatcher, and she's done a pretty good job so far. Can she keep it up? Her mates at least win a face-off for her with 10 to go on the power play. That's going to roll on over as it's kind of playing catch behind the net. Kemp had that opportunity. Backhander in, and a save was made, but she couldn't corral it. Could Hatcher. Now out of the box is an Iowa State player. They try for the home run pass. Two Bulls defensewomen had gotten back, and now they dance to stay onside. Good job there pulling in and out to make sure that they stayed onside. They nearly danced over the zone, over the line, and just ended up not. Some fancy stick handling though, and the Bulls do keep it in. They try to send it in. It's caught in the legs of number 4 in red, and a shot on it there, save, and a pile up again in front as Smith let it go, and Hatcher got in front of it to keep this a 3-0 hockey game. There, again, the pressing continues in this one for the Bulls as they, in this period alone, have already put, let's see here, we had shots after one. I believe they were 20 to 8. So there's shots now is up to, and another shot save. That's their 34th and 35th with 11:27 to go. And another offensive zone face-off for the Bulls. Puck up in the air, now controlled, tied up along the board. A little bit of a bump as a Cyclone player will fall to the ice. That was Mulcroney. With 11:11 to go, it's going to come over to the near side. Doesn't get out. Good job keeping it in along the wall. Percio still in control. That puck's going to roll on over and out to center. And it's just lifted right back in by the aforementioned Percio. D-to-D passing as Reeve laid it across the line. Held up there at center. They circle back. That passes up and tipped ahead as the Bulls stopped the Cyclones from getting over the line. A little bit of a drop pass here. And it's cleared down for an icing call. With 10:28 on the clock, 35-10 are our shots, 3-0 our score. Buffalo in control, but I tell you, it was a solid first period for the Cyclones until Buffalo kind of took advantage of some things late in the period, and that late goal might have been a backbreaker for the Cyclones. They did well to stay just at 2-0, but that late third goal, that centered on through, look out, and unable to dangle on by. That backhand is pressed up and high into the air as Larson had that opportunity. And this is going to end up being cleared down the ice, and back-to-back icings being drawn by the Cyclones to force the play. Offensive zone face-off is, again, broken record. They're trying to find their way into the final, onto the scoreboard here. And Buffalo, though, is going to bring it on up. Here they come, full speed ahead. Look at that cut through the middle, and an opportunity by Spilecki. And a penalty's upcoming. I think she got hooked on her way through. So Buffalo's going to go back to the power play, back to the one-woman advantage. As drifting back is going to be Smith, and they're going to bring it all the way back. They did a nice job, because what this did is, if nothing else, they get to the media timeout, so they get to be able to make their guys fresh, or their ladies fresh, and ready to go for the power play. Hooking the call, put it on the board at 9:41, or at 9:41 on the clock, so that means 10 minutes and 19 seconds. And it's Iowa State player, that's number 3, Larson, that went off. Buffalo really dominated, and thanks to the work by Hatcher, did not score on the last power play. 9:26 on the clock. 3-0 still our score. Buffalo looking to get the power play going again. Sent through the middle. It's plucked up in the air and gloved off. Quick glove and good glove there by the ISU netminder. I beg your pardon. Faceoff moves to that far side circle. Faceoff's going to get won by the Bulls as they keep pressure on. Now they'll work to the outside on their power play. Good crossover, but it got deflected before it came out to Norton. And Norton has to retreat, and that got poked away from her. And now Iowa State with another stick lift and an ear steal. Dogged work back there by Hunji. I believe that's Hunji, number 23. Yes, it is. Memorable shift for her. She kills some time off this power play that now sees 1:08 to go. Bulls, though, in full flight. Over the line, they slid it right through the crease and out the other side. And Hung Yi again clears it down, and we get a foot race again going after it. Crawford trying to catch up to it. Puck was knocked around into the near side corner. Reeve will come down the wall with it. Could only get it so far, and now it's brought in wide. Norton brings it in. Backhand shot and a glove save. And Norton, who has scored 40-plus on the season, probably getting a little frustrated as she has been met every time by the netminder Hatcher. But 3 goals in the game have them on top by a score of 3-0. Like I said, 8:20 remaining on the clock. Face-off win. It's going to be controlled, but Iowa State's got it. To the line. They move to the middle. They look to shoot, and that's going to drift just wide. Norton let that one go. Cleared to the line, and it's out of the reach of number 12, Bannister. And obviously no icing here due to the power play, which sees its final quarter of a minute tick on. Nice outlet pass, and unable to get going with it was Percio. But the follow-up is good, and the carry-on is better. Moving in, trying to get wide. That's Bannister on it. Bannister takes a look. Norton a drive, and that rising shot got the glass. Back to even strength we go. Buffalo still on it. The Bulls looking to maintain control and work it below the goal line. As a nice little drop pass by Latour. There was nobody over there, but she drew everybody's attention away from where she was as she headed to the left corner and sent it back to the near side corner. Looking to pinch and keep it in and push it in further is Bannister. Good job by her. Anything that the Bulls can do 200 feet away from their own net is a good play. As they battle down below the goal line, finally Iowa State going to come out with it. And the Cyclones are going to clear it the length, and that was from behind the wrong side of center, so that will be an icing call coming up with exactly 7 minutes on the clock. Offensive zone face-off for the Bulls. A little bit of gamesmanship here where after the icing call there was a couple of repairs that I guess were needed. Buffalo trying to keep it in on the zone. Good job by Iowa State to at least get it out to center. Unable to come up with it cleanly. That was Hangy, and now it's carried in on an offside, and then we'll have another center ice face-off, and they're going to go ahead and blow the horn. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We're through a period and an intermission timeout, and Iowa State looking to get on the board as Buffalo leads this one 3-0.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
Welcome you back here right after a face-off. Iowa State's going to go ahead and send it in with 6:34 to go. Back to get it. 7 in white, I should say, instead of blue. I've been saying blue, but it's really the white jerseys with the blue trim, which is Buffalo and Iowa State. And a great chance there by Crawford was played off, and the save was made by Van Houten. Now, again, the Buffalo's rushing. They gain the line inside-outside move, didn't connect. Another centering pass attempt. That got blocked off before Purcio could get it to the middle. Playing the puck from her knees, all sorts of room, but I guess Peters didn't feel like she had room to accelerate through and make a play, so it ends up just getting dumped to the far side corner with 6 to go. Dogged work here by the Bulls forecheck, not allowing the Cyclones to get anything going. And they get it as far as the line, and now Iowa State will get it out. And a little bit of an open room here for, that is Hangji. Hangji lays it on back to the point. That shot didn't get through as it was let go by the defenseman. A chance in front after a steal, and the rebound was swiped at but missed with an empty net for Stevenson. Iowa State able to keep it in though. And now it comes out of the zone. They jam it right back in. As playing it deep was Launders. Center ice it rolls. And re-corralling and rolling back will be the Cyclones. Their best shift of the period as far as I'm concerned. They get through at least to the line. Husky carried it in, and it was followed up and carried deep now by Larson. They work it back to the point, trying to walk the line. Good job by Lunders to see that there wasn't much there, so she just dumps it in. Want to keep the pressure on. The Bulls are able to recover. And I think that was held in. Yeah, referee says play on, or the linesperson says play on. Diagonal dump, but that one couldn't be played as that would have been called on the offsides. Here's a stretch pass. Long one, and it found its mark in McCluskey. 3-on-2 if they hurry. McCluskey fires, and I think it might have been blocked on the way through. She's got it. Chance down low with the rebound, and they play it up to the far side boards, where Spilecki's got it. Iowa State, though, comes away with it. They could have numbers on a rush. Fan on it twice, and a third time they try to push it in further and could not. And then on delayed offside, the puck is touched, the whistle blows, and it's 4:17 to go in period number 2. Face-off's going to be in front of the Cyclone bench. Draw's going to be controlled by the Bulls, who are just going to flip it out to center. It rolls loosely through center ice, and turning back in and flipping it back over the line will be Iowa State. Crawford looking for an angle, couldn't fight through. Played on back, and it's going to roll to center where Reeve has it. Reeve now spikes it in deep. That save was made as it's just kind of brushed aside there by Van Houten. She has been the less busy of the two goaltenders here. Playing on out, and now it's going to be pushed on in. They move it in further. Looking to cut to the middle and unable to there, as Hongi couldn't make the play. And now we get a collision, and again, boy, no power plays upcoming as it's cleared to the line and not out. And we will have a whistle and a face-off here. Center ice face-off, going to be controlled by the Bulls for a moment, but it is the Cyclones now tipping it in. It's going to be fired as far as the line and tipped on further. At center ice, now they work it back over to the near side, and a little bit of room here for the Bulls to gain the line. They did, but it was poked back out as Botts couldn't keep the pressure on. Now they turn back, looking to fight on through here. Is going to be Larson. Larson couldn't maintain control, and it's fired up to the boards, or to the line, I should say, pushed back in, but flipped back out. That hit a leg, and it was stolen before it got back out. And on second and kind of third effort there, the Bulls do get it to center. That's going to be shot in deep and skating off. Oh, they did not give. We've seen this a couple of times in this tournament, both in the men's and the women's. A step short at the line. Botts was a step short. Usually the lines folks will give, the lines people will give them that step. If you're a step short, you kind of reach the stick across to get it over the red line, they won't call that icing. Different story here, and they'll now have an offensive opportunity. Iowa State will with a tired Bulls line out. That one, good little pitchfork to center ice there as Talty did the job. I don't know if it was deep enough for anybody to get changed though, and Iowa State with speed in over the line. That pass across didn't connect. It's in her feet, and you just heard the screaming of the fan as Launders couldn't get it out of her skates. A little bit of a collision there as falling down on the play was Bannister. Iowa State able to keep it in. They tried the possession the other way. Now it's tipped on, and look out, coming out of nowhere. They move in all alone. Oh, and a stop again as Hatcher got that one. It was Norton down the middle, and she's going to be looking to the heavens when she leaves this one here. Norton again trying to find room down the line, and that one stopped. Cleared back to Norton. She'll take a look at it. Thrown across the lip of the crease. Nobody home to touch that one. Into the near side corner. Played back around to at least as far as the top of the circles along the wall. To the line it gets, but it's held for a moment. And a good play there will keep it in. I believe that was Palfy on the play, and a chance in front after the keep. And that's going to be cleared down the ice as Iowa State. Can they win the race back? They cannot. Icing the call. But a couple of more outstanding stops. 37 of 40 so far for Abigail Hatcher. I tell you what, I'm almost regardless of how the rest of this game wears down. I think we got one of our 3 stars tonight. She's been fantastic in this one. Off the draw, it's controlled and won, but gets poked out the center, and now we get a foot race. Full speed ahead. Boy, we've seen good speed from Hongi. And Hongji's shot was saved as she was looking to race it to the far post. Didn't have enough to get there, and with 1:15 to go in the second period, no scoring in this period, but Buffalo probably doubling their shots, as I believe they now have, or they have 40 now. I think they came into the period with actually probably a little under 20. That's how good they've been offensively. Off the draw, it's going to be controlled now, and they'll look to bring it out. That stretch pass gets far, a little bit of a bump there, but that was actually more of a cancel. Referee says play on as Latour got put into the boards. 2-on-2 over the line, across, and a one-timer, one connect. Spinning, centering pass, didn't find its mark as that opportunity was by Husky. And now coming back the other way. Full speed ahead this way. It's Victoria Smith. She got stood up, and she gets taken down. No penalty coming on that one. As it's going to roll out to center. Taking a look at is Spilecki. Spilecki sends it in. Hatcher will go get it. Teed up and fired around as it's played by Reeve. Reeve taps it over the near sideboard. They try to tip it through, and they end up rolling into the far side corners. The Bulls look to keep it in. Nice skating out here by the Cyclones. A little bit of a fumble here. Final 12 seconds of the period. Can they get one more rush? Stick lifted there as a dog-tired Mulcroney will go off. And with 4 seconds and 3, looks like the Bulls just want to leave it tied up to the boards. Stevenson applies a little bit of a pressure, but that'll do it. We are through 2 here in Frisco, Texas, in pool play for the ACHA Division II Women's National Championship. Buffalo scores 3 in the first. Neither team scores in the second. But we saw a press by Buffalo that was quite impressive, and some great goaltending by the netminder, Hatcher, to keep this one close. Come on back. We'll have the third period for you. You are watching the ACHA Network's coverage of the ACHA Division II Women's National Championship. Like I've never been in a rink before. Well, you know what? I thought Texas. That was my problem. Hey, watch it on YouTube. So you got it on the VU? QB. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for waiting for intermission, too. I appreciate that. No worries. It's so great up there. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Frisco, Texas, as we have reached the third period of this pool play game between the Iowa State Cyclones and the Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo is on top. They scored 3 first period goals and pretty much controlled the game since. And are out shooting 40-15, but the Cyclones, still in it. They're not yet to the one shot away from a one-shot game. It's not a one-shot game, but hopefully they can get something going here. We will see what happens in the third period as the Bulls will start off with a good offensive push. Going to be played around, and the Cyclones are going to get it to the line, but the Bulls are going to keep it in. There's a walk of the line and a shot. Oh, it rolled just wide as it squeaked free and came out the other side. The Cyclones will look to break out the other way if they can. Crawford makes a move, dips the shoulder and fires one that got the glass, and the rebound will end up in the back of the net. Or I should say the back on the net. Two different meanings there, to be sure. But it's dug out, and here we go. Full speed ahead. Looking to catch up to it here. That's 33 Spulecki. It does get cleared out quickly by the Cyclones. Nice little cut move here by, who is that? That is 23 Hongji. But brought right on back now by the Cyclones as they go, or the Bulls as they go the other way. Up and down we go. Norton couldn't get free. It's played across. Looking to dance on by was number 3 in Red Larson. She could not as he going the other way. A lot of neutral zone action here. Couple of times the pucks have gotten deep so far through the first minute 15 seconds of the period. Puck played in deep and rolled down below the goal line. That's centered in front. Look out there, and nobody could get an arm on it. That's thrown to the middle again, and it looked like that Hatcher had it closed, and we are going to get a hooking call. A hooking call upcoming. And it's going to be a power play opportunity, the first of the game, I believe, for the Cyclones. Put this on the board at 1:35. And the penalty here is going to go against Fiola. And let's see if the power play here for the Cyclones can get something going. They need 3. Remember, this is pool play, though, so a lot to be determined still in pool play. You get 3 games, and there's a point system based on wins and losses, ties, goals for, goals against. So a rough outing in day 1, though it hurts, doesn't necessarily kill you. Minot State with a victory already today, as that shot on was another stop. Now they play it below the goal line. They look to wrap it in front. Save was made, and now another opportunity as they come the other way. Larson couldn't get free. And the Bulls are going to use this opportunity to get a clear. And they're going to carry it instead of just clearing it. Victoria Smith took it over the red line as if she had to worry about icing, but she did not, shorthanded. And now with speed. Good speed over the line. It's gained by Launders. She's going to go follow up. Push it around into the far side corner. Now can she get back to the point and set up? Instead it's Bannister with a reach to take it away. Comes back to the line and fired across. With room on the far side board, near side boards, Williams tries to get over to keep it in. That glanced off the glove of Crawford, though, and came out to center. That stretch pass misfired, but it was quickly stolen right on back by Williams. Over the line by Hongji. Down the ice by the Bulls. 3-0 our score, 28 to go on the man advantage. We're more than 3 minutes into this one. Iowa State looking to wind up. As they will look to make a move in over the line. There's a shot on save and the rebound. Backhanded out. They take a backhand clear. It doesn't get out. Iowa State continues to press it. Redirection in front. Just wouldn't connect. Again, they turn. The Bulls clear it out to center, and now we are even strength. It was tipped, and I believe it was let go before the penalty had expired anyway, so shouldn't have been an icing on that call. That outlet was broken up. Norton, who's scored 40 plus in the regular season, has been stymied a couple of times by really good saves by Hatcher, and she's going again. Here comes Norton. Moving in. That shot, and she didn't miss it wide by much. It was outside the glove as well, though. She's going to come over to the near side corner, or near side boards, picking it up and now weaving her way through traffic as Malconi. He gets it in over the line and pushes it around. Into the far side corner it goes. Smith has it down below the goal line, will backhand it around. Has some mates over there to kind of help her clear it out. And the first one was going to be Talty bringing it over the line. That's turned over though. Cyclones got to bring it in here. Here's an opportunity. They move in. Husky couldn't carry it all the way through. And it's at back down and around. Two good passes later, they're out of the zone in full flight. Looking to get wide. Now they throw the brakes on and come back the other way to Norton. Norton down below the goal line. Centers it in front, and a bouncing puck is just not getting all of that was McCluskey. Center ice face-off coming up now. Or excuse me, offensive zone face-off coming up. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off here. The Bulls, after the face-off, win in the O-zone. Puts one on, rebound, pile of bodies in front. It comes free, and it's going to squirt out and down the ice. 5 minutes, just a little over 5 minutes into the period, and we will get the icing call. Let's flip it on back down after the scrum in front of the net. Off the draw. Played around on the backhand. Iowa State looking to get it clear. It's a big, good keep there by Kim Corey along the far side boards. Haven't mentioned her name a lot today. Cyclones now looking to dig it out. They will stretch it ahead. Maybe a little bit of time and space. They have tried a couple times here to get big number 23 through as Hongji, and she just has not been able to finish off, receive the pass cleanly, just little things like that. There was another intended pass for her that she couldn't receive cleanly. And Buffalo going to take no chances, gain the red, and fire it deep. To the line, not out. Good job coming over the top to keep it in. That was by 33, Spilecki. She's had a good game tonight. Spelled her name a lot in this one. They tried to touch it in over the line and could not. Now they'll carry it over the line, and that was offside. Face-off will stay at center ice, right in front of the Iowa State bench. 2 seconds shy of the 6-minute mark. They will corral again, unable to tip it out to center. For the Cyclones, it looked like that it was Grace Bryant that was in there and just couldn't gain control. Bryant now will force her way through. Couldn't take the puck with her, and again, Spilecki's on it. Rink-wide feed didn't really connect. It's poked down, and they will move in over the line. Taking a look, trying to dip a shoulder. That shot on, save made as it didn't get through. It looked like Larson from the side. There's another shot in front, and a rebound was there, but that was cleared, and we had a little bit of choppy play here due to the icing calls. With 13:22 to go in a 3-0 game, Buffalo on top. They lead this one. I'll flip the side here on an offensive zone faceoff. Iowa State still trying to get on the board in this one. That's going to be wired around. Does it have enough to get out? No, I'm sorry, it got caught up on the back of the net, so it definitely didn't have enough to get out. And now with the puck caught on the back of the net, we will officially get a whistle and a face-off, and we'll do it again. Face-off's going to be won and gotten out now by the Bulls. And now they're going to look to rush. Here they come over the line. That's Botts with an opportunity. Couldn't actually get it on the goal. There's a turn and fire and a shot. It's loose at the top of the crease. And just laying on it as Hatcher. It's a smart play by her.
to make sure that nothing could have happened there.
We go end to end. We'll now have another offensive zone face-off. This time for the Bulls again. This draw again, won by the Bulls. They'll look to go to work on the offensive. They've got a 3-goal cushion. All 3 goals back in the first. They have not scored since, but they really have kind of still dominated play. Norton couldn't get through. Cleared to the line. It'll get out. It's swept aside, and then they look to follow it up. That's played on in. Backhanded in deep by Botts. To the boards it comes. To the line, moving in, walking the line, cutting to the middle, all the way across the middle. Good little pass back to reverse flow. Norton in on the backhand, and that ended up going wide. Good little setup, though, and a great move through the zone by Smith. That's poked away as they tried to carry it out again. This one was done by Botts once again, keeping it in. Iowa State trying to clear the zone. It's been all Bulls right now. They cut out of the corner, they move, is a point-blank chance. And finally, Norton gets her goal
as she found a way from the top of the circle. The fire went in, bar down. And that, my friends, may signal close to the end of this one. The lead to 4. Norton's goal is going to come at 8:05.
Off the draw, the Bulls again win it, knock it forward. Puck up in the air, and now will be carried on. In over the line, McCroney. Kelly McCroney over the line, down below the goal line. Wraps the net, looks for a play in front, nobody home. Bulls have cut her off nicely. Chip to the line, that doesn't get out, now they do. Could be an odd man rush here, an odd woman rush, I should say. Good job by the Cyclones defense to break that up at center, and on the laid off side, the Bulls are just going to spike it in. They try to play it up over the line, and they do. It gets as far as center, where it's fired back in by Spilacki. Cleared, angled, kicked in. And the Bulls continued to pressure, but there was a cross-ice pass on a keep, but there were 3 Bulls back. So the risk was worth it. And on the delayed offside, there's no icing is called. And now the Cyclones will try to load up. Looking to bring it out left wing side. They couldn't handle it cleanly. Bulls break that up. Second effort does get it fired in by Reeve. Didn't get deep though, and once again, it just sounds like a broken record, I know, but the Bulls have possession. Shots 45 to 19 as we are 30 seconds shy of the midway point of period 3. That puck is hocked wide. Hongji had it for a moment. Now falling down and trying to push it in was Crawford. She couldn't get through. That puck hit the skate of Peters and must have hit her awkwardly. I think she slipped on it. Crawford wanted to sweep it in, and that whistle is going to blow with 10-12 to go. And a center ice face-off coming up.
Do have a full slate of games for you tomorrow.
Another 12 teams, 6 games. Action coming at you. Thomas Biondo here. Matt Coma over at the other rink in this building, this beautiful Children's Health Stars building. As we have the 2 rinks, as Matt Coma calling the other 3 games. I'm here on this one. They look to reverse flow and do. Iowa State now. They want to try again. This time it's the near side boards. A little bit of a move and a second move. But run out of real estate and given a rough ride there was Larson. Quickly it's turned back. Norton, she's got the 4th goal of the hockey game. Moves in, gets wide, moves below the goal line, all the way around and takes a look. Sends it through to the middle. It never found a mark, and it's just going to end up coming over to the near side boards. It's backhanded in further by Smith. Smith now wants to walk out of the corner with it. Can't do it, so she'll lay it across to the point. There's a drive. That got redirected on the way through. Another shot just gets pushed further behind the net with 9 to go in the period. Nice job by Norton to keep one in. That hit the shaft of a Iowa State stick and didn't get through. Norton on it again. Backhand, forehand, shooting, and a save is made. Whoa, and a little bit of pushing and shoving, but they will part peacefully for now. Folks, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up here. Third period action, live in Frisco, Texas.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Budget Car Rental, the preferred rental agency of the ACHA. Hogan Transportation, official tournament partners of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. Edge Protect, protecting goalie skate blades since 2004 and official sponsor of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Budget Car Rental, the preferred rental agency of the ACHA. Hogan Transportation, official tournament partners of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. Edge Protect, protecting goalie skate blades since 2004 and official sponsor of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA.
And we are back inside this beautiful building, the Children's Health. That backhand shot went over the net. Children's Health Center, Star Center, I should say. Iowa State trailing by 4, but now they're on a break. Here they come, full speed ahead, Crawford, and she just got cut up to slid one towards the goal, but it would not go. Boy, that shows you some speed that this Bulls team has, that they caught her from behind. It looked like she had a good step or two, just could not barrel her way all the way in. Spinning centering pass there, didn't connect. They will now flip it as far as the line and out. That shot redirected in front and is actually cleared away. Redirected by a Bull player and got cleared away. There's a shot that hit a skate and comes over to the near side corner with 8 to go. See if Iowa State can muster any sort of offense here. Crawford kept it in, at least as far as the short boards. Now she steals an outlet pass. Shot and a save was made on that one. Van Houten got it. She has not been mentioned much, but she has seen 20 pucks and stopped them all, so that's a credit to her. She's had to watch a lot with the puck down at the other end, but she stayed sharp and makes saves. And that puck's going to be rolled the length of the ice. And that will be an icing call. So on that note, some of the action we got up for you tomorrow. Mercyhurst will play Minot. That game at 10 a.m. Northeastern will play Assiniboine. That game at 10:30. Then Rowan will play Boston College in a game that begins at 12:30. Iowa State and Bishops will go after it. That game is at 1 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Lakehead University and this Buffalo squad. And then we'll close the day out with Adrian and North Dakota State and another icing call coming up. So make sure you join us for all of that. So far, what we've seen over on this rink in pool play, Minot with a victory over Rowan. They will end up getting a big win and a big goal differential. Boston College had a 2-0 lead and ended up losing to Northeastern. Northeastern, who's in Pool B. And so that gives you a look at Pool A, the 3 teams in Pool A. As it's turned and flipped high into the air by the Bulls, and they'll finally be able to commit that change after back-to-back icing calls, as it's going to be played away again. Now they wind up, and here they go. Getting through. Nice carry on are the Cyclones. They looked to get deep, and it was Stevenson who couldn't, and then she got dumped behind the play. But hopefully she's none the worse for wear. Played down. This matchup, by the way, is a Pool D matchup between Iowa State and Buffalo. So we've had 2 Pool A teams, 2 Pool D teams, and then a mishmash with a Pool A and a Pool B team. So it's seen a little bit of everybody, except for Pool C over in this building. Next door, though, I know that they had some games. Assiniboine got a victory there. I believe I heard Adrian got a win, but I think that game went final while we were over here, and I tried to tell from a cheer from the crowd, and that didn't really work, as that puck is in front! And trying to stab at it was McCluskey, but the save was made by the netminder Hatcher. Face-off upcoming. Put it into the near side boards, left wing side for the Bulls. The Bulls have it, led free and carried on, but then they lose control of it. It's just tapped off the boards and in by Spilecki. It's going to roll down below the goal line. Wrapping the net, looking for a way up ice with it. They do not have it. Now it's touched to the middle and a rebound, or I should say an interception of a puck in the middle of the ice. Didn't have an opportunity. That shot thrown to the middle, and that just got pushed aside. Physical play kind of being picked up a little bit by number 8 in White Peters. This time it's played around to the far side corner. Good flow reversal there is made by Reeve. Works its way now into the near side. Nifty little move and then another, but it got poked off as McCroney couldn't take the puck with her. She got back defensively though on a nice play. Dug out and moving on, Reeve gets it as far as the half boards, and a couple of Cyclones are up here. I believe that is Hongji carrying it in, looking for an opportunity. Dropped it to the middle, wrap attempt, no, and 4:54 to go, and Iowa State couldn't get a shot on there. Now the Bulls bring back. A very slow-moving spinorama play, but got the job done all the same with that play by Peters. And it's driven in there by the Cyclones. Quick change being made back behind the play. Into the near side corner, Spilecki. Up the wall on the near side. They look to stretch it out. They get it as far as center. As a good play was made there by Husky, or excuse me, on the clearing attempt by Latour. And that's going to be fired around to the half board's far side. And right back out to center. Bulls will bring it ahead. 27 shot advantage in this one. 4-0 our score in this one. And tip it in and move on in after it. Down below the goal line it goes. You get a puck battle behind the cage, pushed over to the near side corner. It gets shoveled back up the boards, but the pass by Latour didn't get all the way there. And then an attempt to clear by Husky didn't work out. It stays tied up in the near side corner. Two-a-side doing battle. Finally, it's dug out by the Cyclones, and here they come. Good little chip and chase here off the boards. Trying to get on by is Husky. She's got it wide and just threw it through the top of the crease. The rest of her mates are changing back behind the play. There's a steal and a flip in. 3:26 to go. That puck into the corner. Played it to the line and out, and now they try to set up Norton to bring it in. She could not, as she got stuffed on her attempt to carry through, and now the other way we go. We've had stretches of this. Malconey brings it in, right wing side, all the way around. Takes a look, throws it in front, save, and the rebound, that got spiked away. And another shot was relatively fanned on, as I don't think Hong Ji got enough on it, as much on it as she wanted. Now it's tied up far side boards. Haley Williams in there. She'll go up against Norton. Puck's going to be dug free and brought back by Talty. Talty looking to carry on. 1-on-4. Made the move, falling down, got the shot on and a save. What a move and what a play that would have been. Now Iowa State going. Only get as far as the offensive blue line where it's cleared down. Iowa State was changing, but they will still give them the icing call. And that'll come with, where are we at now? 2:30 on the clock. Love to see the Cyclones get one here if they can. They're pressing hard. They've worked very hard in this hockey game. Just a little too much Bulls, and really it was, I believe it was a back-to-back power play situation. There was a power play where they got about 8 or 9 shots, and that really has been the difference. So that was the turning point in this one. I mean, it was already 3-0 at that point, but early in the second, and you know, in that first, Iowa State had the puck a little bit. Then after that, They just could not get control of the puck as Iowa State looked to bring it back up. That didn't work. His cutoff was Lunders. Looking to bring it in again, Stevenson. She will carry it in left wing side. Wants to cut to the middle. Had it knifed off her stick. And the Bulls will look to make another rush here. Nice little cancel out on that play, but it's turned over and Norton's got it. Then she just kind of overskated, wanted to fire it, you could tell. Tipped off the boards, a little bit of English on it, and then hopped over the skate of the far side defensewoman there, and it just gets put in deep. Behind the net, Hatcher will tee it up. Turnover force there. They move in tight, just unable to handle that pass cleanly was Spulecki. Spulecki now down, room to wrap, and a shot. May have grazed off the post, and a save was made. To the line. Nice little tap off the boards to keep it in by Peters. But this time, Iowa State breaks back. Puck is going to be knocked off stride, and we quickly go back the other way. Run out of real estate there was number 21 in blue, or excuse me, it's clearly a second one. I don't have a 21, so that wasn't it. Tough shift for her, as I believe she's down again, and now she will turn. Want to see if we can catch that number as she skates off. Puck's going to be thrown towards the net. Might have been 20 straight up, who was Mia Viola. But Iowa State gets it out of the zone, and there's a cross check and a penalty upcoming. Not much doubt about that one. Cross-checking call with 41-5, and this game will end with a Buffalo power play. $19-19, the time of the call. And one more push here for the Bulls. Again, you know, it seems odd when I say one last push, but they want to get goals too. I'm not sure how far down the list it is, because I know there's been some changes to the tiebreakers, but goal differential or goal scored is a metric that's used. Should a pool end up tied, you know, two teams end up 2-1 or something like that, or all three teams end up 1-1-1. You know, you have extra metrics, and one of them I know is goal scored, and that's why Minot put up the big 16 or 17 that they did, and that's why Buffalo would still love to have gotten one more on the power play. It doesn't look like they're going to, as the final 7 seconds, final 2 seconds tick down in this one, and that will in fact do it. So the Buffalo Bulls are going to skate away with a big victory here in the first day of pool play at the ACHA Women's Division II National Championship. All of the credit in the world to the Cyclones. They played themselves about as hard as you can play, and a big credit to Abigail Hatcher, who got 43 of 47 shots on. That's some impressive numbers. We take a look at the last handshake line, and one final time, we're going to wrap it up here. 4 for the Bulls. Cyclones did not score. Thank you so much for joining us here on the 2019 Women's Division II ACHA Network and their coverage of the ACHA National Championship for Division II Women. Have a good night, everybody.